good to be home.
It certainly is.
Bridgerton Season 3 has officially hit the screens, and this season is not less than a roller coaster ride. The stakes are high, and emotions are scattered everywhere, especially for Penelope Featherington. As we all know, Season 2 was not for her. First, she lost her best friend Eloise, and later she was hurt by words of Colin when he said he would never court her in his wildest fantasies. Now, let's see what happened in Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 1, Out of the Shadows.
You are not a spinster.
I am in my 3rd year on the marriage mark with no prospects to show for it. What would you call that?
The show starts with Colin, played by Luke Newton, from his foreign trip. He definitely got a warm welcome, especially from beautiful ladies. Penelope was staring him from far, and we can see pain in her eyes. Later, he himself came to talk to her. He also asked her about his sister Eloise and Cressida and their friendship. She harshly replied him, "Sometimes time move rather quickly." That day, she was completely insulted by her own family, especially her sisters. So, she decided to completely change her attire so that she can get more attention from the gentlemen in society. She chose the best dress and ornaments for the Queen's ball. Next day in ball, she was so beautiful that she finally became the center of attraction, and she even was approached by some of the men out there. But as soon as she opened her mouth, well, they became less interested at her, all thanks to her clumsiness and difficulty in interaction.
It is a pleasure to see you all in your proper evening dress, which is not at all gown-like.
She was upset and standing alone, and then met Francesca, who was upset because she was getting over attention from gentlemen. Penelope asked her to appreciate it, as it's difficult for some people to get appreciation. Also, Cressida, who was jealous of her, tore her cloth intentionally and framed it as an accident. She was mad and ran out of the ball. Colin saw her and followed her. He wanted to make sure that if she was okay. He asked her why was she leaving early and even appreciated her look and dress. She asked him not to mock her, but he continued appreciating her. After a brief conversation, she let her frustration out, but Colin tried to calm her down by talking about the letters he wrote and how much he missed her.
Something wrong? Pen. Between us, I mean. I wrote to you this summer, as I always do, and, well, you did not respond. Admittedly, very few did, but if you are going to make me say it out loud, I miss you.
To that she responded, "You miss me? You miss me, but you'd never court me. Is that correct? I overheard you at Mama's ball last season telling everyone how you would never court Penelope Featherington. Of course you would never court me. I am the laughingstock of the ton, even when I change my entire wardrobe. It never occurred to me that you, of all people, could be so cruel." Then she leaves. She was so angry that she wrote an entire column as Lady Whistledown, thrashing Colin and Bridgerton's. Next day, Colin visits her to say sorry for his words. He said she was the one that lifts him up and let him seize the world in which he could not have imagined. He then calls her his very good friend and promises her to help her get the husband she deserves. He said he will help her learn the charm and get her confidence back. So they patched up.
And what I have learned is that charm can be taught.
Colin, I cannot have you with me whispering into my ear in every ballroom.
But it was too late as the column had already published. Though Eloise knows the reality of Whistledown. Earlier in the episode, she had made sure Penelope that she will not reveal her secret. Though Penelope tried reconciling with her best friend, it all went in vain. Now, after reading the column about her family, will Eloise reveal Penelope's secret? Well, to know that, stay tuned with us, as we will talk more about Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 2 in next video. That's it for this video, guys. If you like the content like our video, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for notifications.